going for a little walk and thought I would do a live just because I need to be entertained all the time. Thought I'd share with you this peaceful sunset and some sunflowers. Here are the Kansas flowers that the state is so famous for. It won't be much longer until I live in Tennessee, where they're famous for rain and music. Some beautiful skies. And the mosquitoes are not out because it's a little bit windy. Hey, Stone Wolf. How's it going? How is your evening treating you? I'm going to have a very calm evening because my mom is watching the dog and the cat. So I'm out here with limited responsibilities. You have more clouds. Where are you at? Are you in Wyoming? It's hard for me to remember where everybody's from or anything. Western Washington. Oh, okay. Washington is beautiful. We're going to be going to Oregon shortly to visit my in-laws. Have kind of a little reunion with some family friends of theirs that live in Colorado now. But we figured, hey, it's now or never to get this reunion done. Be in Oregon in 3 weeks. What you gonna do in Oregon? I hope you'll get to go to the coast. I love the Oregon coast. That's what we're planning on doing. That's what I miss about Oregon the most, is the coast. I'll tell you, the waterways in Kansas are just not the same. Hitting the beach. All right. I think that the Washington coast is a bit more rocky. We like the Northern California, the Crescent City area as well. But for just strolling the beach, I think Oregon has pretty good beaches for that. And they're not very crowded at all. They're probably a bit more majestic in Washington, though. More cliffs. And I miss the seafood as well. Can't really get fresh seafood here in the middle of the country. Doesn't work too well. There's a lovely scene of the sunset and the corn. Had strange weather this summer. It's really hot now. We've gotten so much rain this summer. Very strange. This time last summer, it was completely dead. Looked like this field. But a lot of fields look like this year. Great area for the good foods, yes. I always liked the Japanese restaurants on the Oregon coast. They have really good sushi. There's more fried foods out here in the Midwest, which unfortunately I've become accustomed to, and my weight has shown it. So maybe I'll get healthier foods in Tennessee. Maybe I'll drop a few lbs while I'm there. We're trying to get healthier and do more exercise. We shall see. We're gonna go live in a place that has lots of bike trails and hiking trails, all that good stuff. I quit fried foods many years ago. Good for you. I think that just helps you so much because those fried foods cause so much inflammation, but I haven't been able to give them up quite yet. Here's some more lovely sunflowers. You can see those there. A whole batch of them. So how's the weather out there in Western Washington? Is it a bit smoky, or do you guys have any forest fires? I think you guys are pretty clear, aren't you? We're gonna go down to the Grants Pass area in Oregon, and we were warned that thus far it's very smoky. Hopefully it'll clear out. It's one thing I didn't like about living in Oregon as of late, is that we could expect forest fires to gum up our summers every single year. When I was younger, I lived there practically my whole life, and when I was younger, we didn't have that problem of smoky summers. Not much smoke. Good. I'm glad to hear that. There's nothing more depressing than spending the best time of the year in overcast smoke. Not good. Not raining at the moment. I think that probably the best time to go to the beach over in the Northwest is in October. I wonder if you find the same thing, because the beaches are completely deserted at that point. Not that they're ever very crowded. And the weather tends to be in the 70s in October. That's just perfect. We're lucky most years since our winds come from the west. Yeah, it's not a lot of forest fires over the ocean. Not yet, anyway. It's fairly pleasant right now. I'd say it's probably the late 80s. Nice little breeze, which means no mosquitoes for me. There's just tons of sunflowers out. They're not following the sun. You can see the sun is setting over there. The sunflowers are facing the wrong way. Must not be true sunflowers. 65 out here. That's not bad. I might feel a little bit chilly at 65. We've been having over 100-degree days for a couple of weeks now. I guess I've become acclimated. I do like the intense sunshine out here. I love sunshine. And that's something they don't have in Tennessee because it's rains more than Oregon. I do have my flannel on. Well, that's all right because it's in September now, so you can legally wear your flannel. Still my shorts and sandals. We saw some people who went up looking for a house in South Dakota the other year, and there were some people in about 13-degree weather in shorts and barefoot in South Dakota like it was nothing. Those are some tough people. I think the weather here is so very severe that only the toughest people can stand it year to year. So that's why we're leaving. We're not tough. That's okay. I'm glad that we were out here though while we were because we learned so much. Yeah, I'm not one of them. Me neither. Yeah. Well, we're getting older, so we're just thinking, hey, life is short. Might as well go someplace that we'll really enjoy all the time. Spent my winters in Arizona. You're one of them lucky snowbirds. I always wish that I could have done that while I was in Oregon. Not cold there. Yeah, and I bet that there's a lot of sunshine. I don't like the dreary overcast days. No gray days. We are retired, so why not? Exactly. We're kind of retired. We're living on borrowed time or borrowed money. We sold our home in Oregon, and then we had some rental properties there. We didn't own them outright. We had to get a mortgage to get those. But with the equity, we were able to pay cash for our home out here because the houses are just ridiculously low. It's crazy. The real estate prices out here are so low. But that's in the rural areas where you don't have a lot of entertainment and you don't have a lot of help when things go wrong either. So gotta be one of those tough people that just does everything themselves. So we use that money to live on now, and then I guess further on down the line we'll push it down as far as we can. We'll get real jobs later on, maybe. Hopefully we can just keep going. We sold our house here and got a motorhome, been on the road since. Oh, that's excellent. Yeah, I like that when people do that because, yeah, like I was saying, life is short, so you might as well go for it. So many people, as they retire, they think, why do I have a huge house? I guess that's the conclusion we got to because we're moving to a very small house. So we'll see how that goes. I guess I have to be a little bit less autistic and a little bit more able to go with the flow and not mind loud noises and stuff. I'm living in a little house. I won't mind so much. I mean, we're really downsizing our furniture, so I think I'll be all right. I think we'll have a lot of fun living there. I am 55. I'm lucky to do this. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad that you're doing that now. You're not waiting until you're too old to do that. You're too old to really enjoy it, you know? That's perfect time. Went from 4 bedrooms to 1. Excellent. Yeah, and I'm just having what you need. Takes a lot of pressure off. You don't have to worry about maintaining a lot of stuff, and you don't have to worry about cleaning a lot of stuff. It just makes for a simpler life. It's nice. I like the idea of having very little and just, just living day to day, getting up. The biggest thing for me, not having a real job for about 3 years, is that I can get up in the morning when I want to. That's like the biggest thing for me, because I am not a morning person. So to be able to just get up and slowly get ready for the day, that is the best thing. And you have so much more opportunities to do things that you wouldn't have gotten to otherwise. You would have not had the time because you're working. We still keep far too busy, even though we don't have a 9-to-5 job. So it just makes me wonder, like, how do people do it that where both people are working full time? Maybe they just do it just by the skin of their teeth and don't really have time to do anything but come home and go to sleep. Well, the sun has dropped. I am an early bird and love the mornings. I wish I could be like you, could be so much more productive. And quit coffee many years ago also. You know, I didn't start drinking coffee until my early adulthood. Well, probably when I was about 24. Didn't start it until I was in school. And I had to do so much studying that I just really needed to keep going. Water also works pretty well to keep you awake and keep you going. So, was that a bird or was that an insect that just popped right in front of me? Yeah, they say that the black coffee is not too shabby for you, that it has lots of good antioxidants in it. So that's my excuse for taking a drug I don't really need. It gets me up and going. I do drink sugar-free tea. Yeah, that would probably have more of a benefit than the coffee, because I believe that they also have good antioxidants in there, and there's a counteractive element in tea to caffeine where it won't give you the jitters because it has a sedative element in it as well. So that's probably the best option. 2 hours till sunset here. Yeah, unfortunately, where we're moving in Tennessee, we're moving way east of here, like 12 hours east of here. But it's still in the same time zone. It just misses the Eastern time zone. So that means 1 hour less of daylight every day, practically. I could go without tea, no problem some days, just water. Yeah, I don't mind water at all. My husband hates it. Well, he drinks a lot of carbonated water. He likes that stuff. I like it too. But he hates drinking straight water. He likes the spiced up version. Well, till beer time. Hey, beer is just water and hops, right? It's the same thing as drinking water. It's a lovely twilight view. Looking towards Washington now. Looking towards the northwest. Is the corn always that short? No, this is the second crop of corn. I don't really know what the deal is. They had one crop already come and go. I guess they planted like a second crop to harvest towards October, I guess. They rotate the crops so fast around here. And they cut them where they leave a lot of their biomass in the soil, which is supposed to be good, like it won't deplete the soil of the nitrates. They have it down to a science. I don't know, I'm not a farmer. We don't grow corn here. Do we grow corn in Oregon? Well, all of the top corn growers are in the Midwest, so probably not a lot of it. Probably just a little bit of sweet corn. Feeds the new plants. Yes, indeed. Not much. Yeah, my pops used to have a little garden. He would grow some corn in it. I seen the new owners of the old home, and they're still growing a little bit of a garden out front, which does me good to see. The new owners of the parents' old place are from Kentucky. He's a nice family, a physician and his family. He just was fresh out of school, came to Oregon and set up his practice. So they seem to be doing well. So you're just trading places, that's right. And I'm glad that we did. It's good to see a whole different way, like way different way of life out here. It's totally different, like the mindset, totally different. Food, culture, climate, everything's different out here. The bugs, the birds, everything. So I'm happy to explore different parts of this world. There's so much in the US alone. I think I like Utah the best. You know, going through Salt Lake during the winter, it's like a magical little fairyland. I can see why you like it. So many roads to travel. Yep. There's so many major routes across the U.S. If I had my way, I'd just take all the major routes across the U.S. We went through the loneliest road. It's southern, and then there's the I-70, I-80. I think 84 goes clear across too, I'm not sure. There's one up that goes right through Norfolk, Nebraska, I believe. I'm pretty sure I got this right. And I believe it was the first coast-to-coast interstate goes through there. I-10 is a great road in the south. Yeah, I remember the 10 down in Los Angeles area. Craig and I, we lived in Pomona for a year. He lived there for 15 years. And then we got married and he brought me down there for a year. That's about all that it lasted for me, a year. There's too many people. But I did love the donuts so much. Pomona's not known to be a safe place to live, but we would still ride our bikes at like 1 a.m. or whatever and go down to the donut shop. That was fun. I can live without the people. Yeah. I mean, I love people. It's just sometimes you just need to have a little bit of space. You think I got a little bit of space out here? Hey, Robert. We were in Beloit over the weekend. Very cool. What were you doing up here in Beloit? Just visiting some friends or family? Hey, we just went to see a movie called The Hill in Beloit. Neighbors look way too close there. Yeah, way too close. Yeah, The Hill is a pretty good movie. It's about this little kid that wanted to play baseball really bad, and I think he had rickets or something wrong with him. And he was a really great hitter, though. Well, I won't ruin the movie with how far he got, but it was a really good movie. I'm glad we went and saw it. There's also this other true story, which sounds kind of bizarre. It's called Gran Torino, and it's about a teenager that loved the racing video games, and he drove the Torino track. I guess, is that in Italy? Maybe. Anyway, he would drive this same raceway over and over and over again, and then they had open tryouts for race car drivers where they would pay for their training, and they would sponsor them so they could get a good crew and a good car. And this kid got into the system there just by being a video game driver. It was a true story. Bizarre. I'd like to see that one too. Daughter, son-in-law, and new grandbaby are there. Oh, well, congratulations. Oh, okay. We stopped at a sale and chatted with your husband at the end of July there. Oh, excellent. Yeah, he loves talking to people. Oh, speaking of which, he's calling me now. So I guess I better shut down my live. Well, thank you guys for joining us. God bless you and have a wonderful night.